Well, hello! Welcome to my live stream. I am currently getting ready to go into game and to start working on the double XP. What I am going to do though, I am currently working with my tablet that's monitoring Twitch at the moment. So if you see me looking that way, that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm here ready to start. Hopefully, what the aim is to do is to get a lot of our skills to around about level 50. I'm aiming for. And we're going to start with some of the gathering skills. So let's jump in. Now, double XP is a members reward, as it is. You can get some stuff on free to play as well. I believe they have a 10% increase in experience points. So daily reward going on here at the moment. So there we go. We've got that. Just having a monitor of sound, so I apologise if you get an echo from this, but all seems to be okay at the moment. So at the moment, I'm still in the Halloween event. So just for the time being, I am just going to teleport up to Tabley. There is a little bit of lag going on, mainly because I am streaming and recording at the same time. So hopefully that's not going to affect it too much. And the further we go through, this should hopefully all settle down quite nicely. It may do though. The audio seems to be... I'm going to turn the audio down, because that seems to be the bit that's causing most issues at the moment. So we won't have any music at the moment. We'll just carry on as I'm doing here. So what I do need to do, hopefully this isn't going to affect too much on here. Just waiting for the stream to catch up so that I can just check everything's fine. So I'm actually going to stop recording in the background. That seems to be what's taking up most of the process at the moment. So all I'm doing is just setting up. All I'm doing is just setting up. Because I'm getting an echo. Okay, we're sort of done that one. Okay, so I'm just finding my dashboard so that I can update a few bits on my stream. So I'm still very new to this, so please bear with me. Just need to make sure I keep clicking things every now and again. It helps if I can spell as well, actually. Okay, right. That's that info all sorted out, and hopefully we're still okay on there. Right, let's drop a load of this into my bank. What was that? That was a stream. This all came out of using Runescape during the first few weeks of it going live on Steam. So if you're playing on Steam, welcome to the game if you've not played before. I hope you're enjoying it. It's a good fun game. I enjoy playing it. So part of that was just a little bonus. I'm going to throw it onto there. Which will get us a level, and we'll just put that into attack for the time being. Okay, so once the fireworks are done, what we're going to do, we're going to work on getting some of our skills up as high as we can. First one I'm going to start off with is going to be woodcutting, because it's one of the simpler skills in the game. It's just cutting down trees. It makes life so much easier. There are a lot of skill guides out, and I probably will produce a mini skill guide video at some point, hopefully in the near future. What we're going to do, we are going to actually start off in Lumbridge for this. Come off. You can hear me typing as well in the background as well. Okay. Get everything loaded in. Okay, that's better. So, still being only level 7, we are going to still be following sort of the first few levels of the skill guide. First place actually we're going to visit is just south of the lodestone. So here's your lodestone here. I'm just going to come just south to a place called Bob's Axes, and we're going to talk to Bob. We're going to trade Bob, because we will need some better hatchets. So we'll have a steel hatchet. What else does he have? Does he have any of the others? It's an adamant hatchet. Does he have the mithril? Mithril. Cool. Okay. With the hatchets, you don't necessarily have to have individual ones like this. If you can't afford to pay for them out in one go, it doesn't matter. Save up for them, and they'll be fairly easy to come by in the future. You can also buy them off the Grand Exchange as well. The advantage with these is you can add them all to your tool belt. So you can add a steel hatchet to the tool belt, and then when you go to cut down trees, your character will be using the steel hatchet. Now, if I remember rightly, if I add one of the higher level ones, what it does is I've added the adamant hatchet. I can't use that till level 31. So my character continues to use a steel hatchet, and then as I level up, the hatchet will change. So we're just going to keep going with chopping normal logs. Took a bit of a while to get that. Yeah, we're going to start with... Can't cut those trees down. Start with normal trees. Getting all the normal logs. And there are lots of things in games that you'll come across that will help you level up faster. You can get augmentations, you can have urns that you can fill for extra XP. There are items of clothing you can get that will help level up faster. They'll give you a little bit of a bonus. There's lots of things in game that will help make all of this a little bit faster. I'm not really going to focus on that too much at the moment. It still is a brand new account, so we're not going to have access to those very much. So, the first aim, we got to level 10 already, nice and quick. The first aim for woodcutting is to get to level 15 and just continue doing this with normal logs. You're not going to be able to cut any other tree until you get past level 15. We've got our double XP active here, so we are doing this twice as fast as we normally would, which is why it's going so fast. So, generally, to get from level 1 to level 15, it normally takes, I think, about 15 minutes. I would have to get all the different actual calculators sorted out as well. Let's see if I can find... Okay, we now have a total level of 100. It's a good little milestone to get this morning. So I'm just going to find the woodcutting calculators. This will give us a rough idea of how many logs we need to get to the varying levels. Okay, so if we were starting out completely new, we would just have to chop normal trees. And it would take round about 97 logs to do. Now for us, we already started at level 7. So we're partway through it already. Level 12, so all we're going to do is get up to level 15 on here. We'll get to switch to a new tree. And you want to keep these logs as well, because you can use them for fletching and you can use them for fire making as well. Fire making is a very fast skill to level up. Maybe one that we get into later. Okay, level 13, 2 more levels to go. No, no more space in the inventory. Time to find a bank. One of those two brothers we were talking to. One of our other quests. It's all into there, so I'm going to put that actually in there as well. What we're going to do actually is we're going to move these logs into one tab. Because we'll use this. We'll do this at the moment as a woodcutting tab. Where's my skill list? There is woodcutting. Cool. So basically, any logs we get will now go into that tab. So we can cut down dead trees because they count as normal logs anyway. I hope everyone that's taking part in DXP weekend, well, I say DXP weekend, DXP live, is enjoying it. Let me know if you have any goals. Are you aiming to get to any specific levels? Maybe you're going for your max cape. Maybe you're going for completionist. Just let me know on the stream. Come drop in and say hi. Okay. Nearly done with this level. This should be the last one. Excellent. So that is level 15. Nicely done. And if we bring up the flashing skill guide as it comes up, you can now see that we have oak trees. This is the next tree that we're going to be sat at for a little while. And quite handily, we have an oak tree here. So, for an oak tree, we are going to be here. Let's see if I can bring up all the correct information. Get the calculator. So, we're going to be sat here until level 30. So, to get from level 15 to level 30, with the oak trees, you need to cut 291 logs. That sounds a lot, but actually it can go quite quickly, because unlike normal trees, oak trees you just keep cutting. They do obviously eventually cut down, but you can actually sit here and be hands free for a little while. And just let your character do its thing. Now obviously with double XP, 291 logs, so we are going to need 145, well 146. Which just makes it a lot easier. Now, obviously we are going to be I'm going to be streaming for quite a while just to see how many levels I can get. And get used to streaming as well. See what comes up, see what problems I have, and see if I can fix them on the go. So, I have plenty of snacks around. I have plenty to drink, I've got water, I've got some energy drink to keep me going. So, have you got any room fuel going with you? What do you like to have as your snacks? I've currently got a Reese's snack mix on the go. So a mix of pretzels and chocolate candy, peanuts, things like that. So that should keep me going for a little while. Okay, these levels are shooting up already. So, I wonder how many skills we actually get to level up today. Don't swallow pretzels wrong. That don't work very well. I'm hoping to be doing woodcutting, mining, and fishing, certainly, as a start. From that, we can then start to do fire making, smithing, and cooking. So you're seeing how this is all going, sort of linking all the skills together here. But we shall see how the day progresses. We have a total of 48 hours to work with DXP, the double XP points. And yeah, we'll just see how far we can get with each one. It's going to be quite boring just sitting here watching this. But yeah, if you want to get in touch, just come in, drop in and say hi. Anyone that's watching. So, being a new account, we have the advantage of getting through lots of different things. Ooh, that's an interesting thing. Okay, strange rocks. So, these rocks are part of something called a distraction and diversion. And I think it's called Shattered Hearts. And for a lot of the skills, a lot of the gathering skills, if I remember right, you'll gather 2 rocks. There we go, we've got 2 strange rocks. Once you have pairs of rocks in a few different skills, you can build them up to make a statue. Once you've built the statue, it gives you experience points on the way, and you can build it multiple times. And then you also, for every time you complete the statue, you also get a duplicate piece. So you can build your own statue when you get your own player-owned house. So, this is not something we'll be able to do a lot with today, because you have to go around each of the different skills to get hold of them. So, we will look more into that on another video, I think. Okay, got a lot of people saying hello. Hello, hello. Well, thank you very much, Mortal, for the raid here. Lots of people saying hi on my chat, so that's great. Thank you very much. For this being one of my first streams, it's it's nice to have lots of people come and say hello. Oh, I like that. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, loving it. So, in case you guys weren't in at the very beginning, this is quite a new account. As you can see, a lot of my levels are still very low. But I just thought I'd take DXP to try and get as many of my skills up to around about level 50 to begin with. Starting off obviously with woodcutting, then going on to mining and fishing. So I'm currently sat on, I think, world 68. So if you guys want to come and say hello, then please do. I'm currently in Drainer, obviously. But yes, this is my very first live stream, so please be kind, guys. Thank you very much. Let me check which world I'm sat in. I'm pretty sure I was in world 68. Yeah, currently in world 68. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, guys. Thank you. Hoping to do a few more, certainly over this DXP event, so. Breezy says he's going to be lurking. Thank you very much. Yeah, I must admit it's quite daunting taking on your first live stream, and but feel free to have a look at. I've got a couple of videos on YouTube as well. Just look for Muds Gaming. Please comment on them. Any way I can improve anything, then please let me know. I will take any criticism, any help, any tips and things like that. Please let me know what else I can do. I appreciate all the help. So. Pebble says I'm a newbie on Runescape. Oh, come and join me. Come and join me. We could be newbies together. Okay, so I've got my stats down in this corner. Let's see if I can just free it up a little bit. There we go. I'll bring up my levels here. So yeah, still very new. But slowly working on. I did one video with a couple of the starting quests. So that's helped with a few of the levels. I've done a bit with the Halloween event as well, which was quite a cool event. So yeah, everything is still very, very new. So, but it's good fun. I'm actually enjoying starting this right from the beginning and just taking everything through. Seeing, I mean, I may not sort of have the best ways of skilling. I may not sort of have sort of the best equipment and things like that, but that doesn't matter. It's all about just having fun with it and little challenges like today, and just see where I can go with it. Cool. Okay, so where are we up to now? We're now at level 25. So the aim now is to get to level 30, then we can start on all the willow trees, which aren't actually too far away. They're just lurk over there, so I won't have to have very far to travel. This is a good little place to start off with woodcutting. So also, as I've leveled up as well, my hatchet's changed. From when we put it on the tool belt, it's now showing the mithril hatchet. So therefore, as I'm leveling, my equipment levels as well, which is good. Well, thank you very much, Pebble, for joining in and commenting on my live stream. Enjoy your day and everything else that you do, and hopefully see you again at some other time. Thank you very much, guys, especially for the raid. That was good fun. So just a few levels left to go, and make a start on the next challenge, on the next trees. Okay. Let's bring everything back into the bank here. Little munchers still following me around. Okay, so I'm going to leave that up here. Okay, that's not going to move any further down. So I'll leave that up. Actually, let's see if I can put it up into here. Oh, okay, my clock sits overlooked, but that's alright. Move that bit out. There we go. Oh dear. Okay, 28. 2 more levels to go. Not long to go now. So I wonder anyone that's still currently watching, have you got any goals that you're trying to get to on DXP, or are you just having the enjoyment of having extra XP coming in? Do 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 do. I have no idea what I'm humming. I'm just. If we can try bringing the audio back up again, having a bit of the game music in behind. Open it too well earlier. Oh, inventory's full. But yeah. This game has so much epic music in it that it'd be bad not to have it on in the background, I think. But seriously though, check out Runescape on Spotify. There is some awesome music played by amazing orchestra, full orchestral scores, everything you could wish for. It's beautiful. Go and listen to it. You won't regret it, trust me. Every now and again, I'm just sort of switching odd settings around just to. I'm gonna pull this out actually. Let's bring that down there. Not long to go now. And there we go, level 30. Sorted. Okay. Now that means level 30, we have unlocked the willow tree. So, let's just empty all that into there. So, for getting from level 30, 13410, to the next one we're going to want is maple trees, which are at level 45. And this is where it starts to, I believe this is where it starts to change between a member or a free to play. No, there are free to play. Free to play trees. Okay, I need to work out what they are. Okay, so anyway, to get from level 30 to 45, we need 713 willow logs. That's a lot. That's going to take us a lot longer than it has for everything else. But double XP, 713, so that's going to be 353, 348. Can I count? Is that right? Worked it out on a calculator. 357 logs. Wasn't far out. It was only 9 logs out. I'm terrible at maths. What is my hair doing? I just noticed on stream my hair is sticking up all over the place. I have no idea what's going on. Anyone else having a bad hair day? Just me? Yeah. Probably. I actually need to get it cut, to be honest, my hair. But hey, can't do that at the moment. But never mind. Maybe just before Christmas, hopefully. I'm not brave enough to take scissors to my own hair. It'll just have to grow. So I'm just taking a quick snapshot actually of that stream raid. That was quite funny. I love that. Thank you guys. Okay, next level. As you can see, once again, my hatchet has changed. We're now using the adamant hatchet. So therefore our cutting rate goes up a little bit and it can handle the bigger trees a little bit better. Sit here dancing to the music all day. Okay, so this is the quieter points of the game, and obviously the higher the level you get, obviously the longer it's going to take to get levels. And the way the levels are constructed, you'll also find that when you get to level 50, you are not halfway to getting to level 99, which is like your first max game. First maximum level. Okay, first maximum level, is that right? Probably not the right way of saying it, but because you have like various milestones. You've got level 99, then you've got level 120, and then you have the 2 million XP max out level of the skill. Cannot get. Actually, somebody's just got it in the chat down here. Gavs has just achieved 200 million XP in invention. That means that whilst he can continue to train the skill, he won't actually gather any extra experience points on top of what is earned. I think this Greg House, he's going to get quite a few levels today. I think he's aiming to get a lot of his skills to 99 today. Right, first inventory done. So 357 logs, was that what I had to do? I think it was. So if I'm to do that for all the inventories, I need to do nearly 13 inventories. I've done one. Yes. Done one already. One down, 12 to go. Lazy Warbit. I can't remember what I unlocked with. Unlock hint. It was the Easter holiday event in 2009 onwards. I haven't done an Easter event yet. But it's unlocked anyway. Okay, cool. But yeah, anyway, I just realised I lost my train of thought earlier. Okay, so, yeah, getting to level 50 of a skill is not going to be halfway to getting to level 99. It gets very complicated, but it's, I think, is it an exponential curve for the levels? So the higher the level, obviously the more experience points you have to get. But it's not just a steady increase of, or maybe you have to double the experience points you got last time. There is a set curve that it goes up with. It's very complicated, at least to me. There are charts if you're that interested. But generally, if you're wanting to get halfway to a skill, to the level 99, if you want to get halfway, you have to get to level 92. That doesn't compute in a lot of people's heads, but yeah, level 92, experience-wise, is halfway to level 99. Work that one out. So I'm just getting to level 50 just as a... Level 50 is a nice round number. So that's why I've picked that for now. Not really anything special, but... It does help, obviously, the higher level you are, you can gather things that are going to give you more experience, but the gathered experience rate isn't on the same increase as like the levels are. So if I was chopping willow logs that would take me at the same rate as normal logs would have for the first few levels, the experience for these would probably have to be about 10 times more. I think I'm going to do a video later on about distraction and diversion events. Just seeing this fisherman guy here. It's a very fun one with that, fish flingers. It's a little puzzle-based game. That will take another video to actually talk through. It is better to show someone rather than just sit and go, oh yeah, this is what you do, blah, 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 blah. That one gets complicated. I think I'll do another video on that. So I'm trying not to crunch pretzels too loudly, I'm sorry. I should have bought quite a few to eat as my snacks. Yeah, if there's any questions any of you guys actually want to ask, feel free to just let me know in the comments. Got my social media down there at the bottom, so yeah, come and say hi, check out some of my other videos. Started a couple with Runescape, and there's a couple also there for Minecraft as well. Hopefully be another Minecraft video going up tomorrow. Once I've sorted out the stuttering issue that I developed last time. I think it's a bitrate issue, but I'm not 100% certain, so still looking into it, still trying to fix it. But yeah, hopefully there'll be another video. We'll be delving underground and doing our first mining session on that. Hopefully see if we can get any armour made up. And see if there's any abandoned mines that we can go and hunt through and see what we can dig up out of. Probably die a horrible death to spiders and things like that. I've lost track of how many of these I've done now. I was keeping count. I think I've done... This is my third inventory. don't know, we'll have a look in a second. But we are nearly through the first hour of double XP. Yes, third inventory of that. Okay. 10 more to go. 10 more inventories, 10 more levels. 10 more inventories, 9 more levels. It was a good time, wasn't it? Okay. I hope everyone is doing alright at the moment. I know here in the UK things are a little bit dull at the moment. Weather's nice. A bit nice and sunny, but generally I know a lot of people are very shut in at the moment. So I hope everyone is keeping well. I hope you're all doing everything you can to be safe. If you're still out of work, good luck. I know what it's like. I am still out of work myself. It's not right now, but yeah, just hope everyone's keeping safe, keeping well, and it is for family as well. Hope you're still getting to keep in touch, keep making phone calls, keep making Skype calls and things like that. So I know I do with my family. I have a mass Skype call later on. I won't be live streaming that, by the way. do, 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 do. That's very strange with the orange outline on that. I wonder if that's a graphics issue going on. Not sure. Hey, another level down. Yep. Right, okay, no, I'll just figure something out in terms of the maple trees. Okay. Right. They are a free-to-play item. However, in the way you'll find them in the free-to-play world is by also having dungeoneering levels as well, which we haven't started yet. Could do a bit of that today. Dungeoneering could be good. Give us a start on resource dungeons. Okay. I'll have a think on that one. Nearly finished another level. One thing I haven't looked at is actually pay attention to what XP I'm getting for each log. Okay. Ooh, we have a bird's nest. So, bird's nest can occasionally come out of the trees. You get different varieties. So you'll have a ring nest, you'll have a seed nest, which is the one that you can see here. It's got like little seeds sat inside it. You can get a grey egg nest, you can get a red, blue or green egg nest. Now each of them will come out with different items. So the ring nest obviously will have rings in it. So you'll get either just a gold ring, sapphire, emerald, ruby or diamond ring. The seeds, you'll have multitude of different seeds. So in this one I have a willow seed, but you can get, I'm pretty sure, all of the tree seeds. So you're looking at oaks, willows, maples, all of the hardwood trees. Fruit trees as well, so you get things like banana trees, pineapple seeds, you may get in there as well. Depending on the level, obviously, of the way you're at. Okay, so here we've got a list here. Okay, acorns, willows, maples, yews, magics, apple tree seed, banana, orange, curry tree, pineapple, papaya, palm tree, cowcut, spirit seed, and money tree seed. So you get all of those from the nest I just had. So any of those would have been a potential. The bird's nest with the eggs in. So a grey one is a raven egg. The red one is a Zamorak Hawk. Zamorak Hawk. So the green egg is Guthix. I believe a Guthix animal. Guthix Raptor. Let's just check on the blue one. It's going to be a Saradomin. Saradomin one, isn't it? Saradomin Owl. So it lines up with 3 of the game's gods. Zamorak for red, Saradomin for blue, and Guthix for green. There are a multitude of more. Got Zaros, Vandos, Brask Prime, and a couple of different other ones as well. They're not... I won't say they're not necessary to follow in the game. They appear in a lot of the storylines. If you are someone like me and don't wish to follow any of the the different gods in the game, that's fine. Some people do. But it was always a case of Zamorak was deemed the evil side, Saradomin was deemed the good side, and Guthix was the god of balance. So he was the one that sat in the middle, wanted everything to be right, for there to be good and evil, but for it all to be right. Years ago, there was a massive battle of the gods in the game. It's explained with the Lumber's Crater. And part of the quest lines as well will also explore some of the other gods and what's happening now and why things have come to where they are and all this. So it's quite interesting to follow, but it's not important to align a religion. Same as it is in everyday life. If you follow religion, great. If you don't, you don't. So I personally have no thoughts either way. So, but yeah, if you follow one of the gods in game, let me know. Which side do you prefer? Who do you like following? Maybe you like Sliske. Sliske is chaos. More so than some of the darker gods in the game. But that all comes out later on anyway. It's a massive storyline with Sliske. It's great. It's good. It'll take us a little while to get there, but we'll get there. I didn't think I'm cutting the wrong trees, but... Why do I have logs in here? A random log. Still sitting here snacking on my Reese bits. Escape fuel. You always need escape fuel whenever you're doing, well, to be honest, whenever you're doing any form of long gaming, I think you need to have something to keep you going. Okay, nearly done through the next level. We've only got 5 more to go then. To get to level 45. Oh, 4 XP left. You'll find as well that you won't get, unless you're very clever and crafty with how you gather your XP, you won't necessarily end a skill level cleanly. I had 4 XP difference between finishing one level to go on to the next. You won't ever sort of always have the same XP to finish the level as you would like. When I'm cutting down a tree, I get 135 XP at the moment. Very rarely will I get towards the end of a level with 135 XP remaining and start the level clean at the correct level. I don't know if that bugs me or not. It does a little bit. Yeah, it's interesting how they've calculated it all. Somebody somewhere had to have sat down and marked out exactly where all of the different levels are going to be, as to how you get them. But they don't sit down as well and go, right, well, to get this, you're going to have to get exactly 221 logs using this method. Because you can use any method. I mean, I don't have to go to a new tree when I get the right level. When I get to level 45, I don't have to switch to a maple tree. I could get from level 1 to 99 using just normal trees. It will take a long time, but you could do it. Oh, okie dokie then. So we're flying straight through, already nearly up to level 41. I was just sitting there looking at one of my candles, and I'm sure it has a piece of grass in it. Not quite sure why. It definitely looks like a piece of grass. If there's not grass, it's plastic. And even then, I'm even more confused. I don't know if you can see this, I don't know how well this will show up. Because the light's really bright on it. Yep. Woo! Smoke. You see that blue bit in the back there? Just try not to set off my smoke alarm, sorry. I'm not quite sure what that is. Stop smoking! So it looks like a piece of grass. Not sure it is, but not sure what it is, to be honest. Okay, let's relight it anyway. I love having hand candles in my room. I've got them all set out on a little dish, so it's all nice and safe. Nice long matches as well, so it's all nice and safe. But because of my work, I don't tend to get outside very much. I work very early in the morning, and so tend to sleep a lot during the day. So candles are nice for me. They bring a bit of daylight in. Sunlight is good, so if you can get out, please do. It's just me living an unhealthy lifestyle here. But yeah, it just brings a little bit of brightness into my day and into my room. Wonder if anybody else has candles when they're at the computer. Or maybe you have some there. I've had a lava lamp before. So I broke it. I moved house, and it was one of the things I lost in the move, unfortunately. Yeah, normally have a lava lamp going. But at the moment I have candles, so nice and calming, nice and relaxed. Let me know if you have candles as well, or maybe you have a lava lamp. If you do, send me a picture, because I love seeing lava lamps. Always have to keep, if you ever see me looking off to the side, it's because I'm keeping an eye on the Twitch channel. That way. My tablet's not set up next to me, unfortunately. So whilst I'm not paying attention to the screen, I'm managing Twitch over here. It's going well so far. Thank you to everybody who's dropped in and had a view. As I said to the guy that raided me earlier, if you have any feedback on a stream or on any of my videos, my channel details are... Okay, I've got to work this out now. Twist to this. That way. They're over there. Contact me on any of my social medias and let me know how it's going. Anything I can do to improve, anything like that. All feedback I will take. Just please make it constructive. Just don't tell me it's rubbish and not explain why or what I should be doing to try and fix it, please. Just be nice. Thank you. Okay, right. So I'm just having to reload another website. That's why everything's just... My computer's just freaking out a little bit at the moment. but hopefully that should calm down in a second. Okay, so we're not far off. We've got about another 100 odd logs to get now. Okay, right, so I'm just putting a few messages out on social media at the moment. That's you can hear me tapping away in the background. Okay, there we go. Right, that's all sorted out now. So yeah, if you haven't already, drop a like on any of my social media. Follow on YouTube for videos later on. And I am hoping to get some more games involved on my YouTube. I would love to be able to get my Switch sorted out eventually. I'm having to switch from the handheld consoles and get a main Switch console rather than the Lites. And yeah, hopefully to get some online games done as well. I have been playing Among Us, but I can only do that on my tablet at the moment. Because they don't hold the capability for Mac. Although there is a workaround, I am looking into that at the moment. So yeah, so I have been playing on my tablet. It is good fun. I love Among Us. Oh, I got a clue scroll. These are fun to do later on. I'm going to save that for now. Clue scrolls are a form of treasure trail. So they'll give you either coordinates to go to, there'll be an anagram to solve or somebody to speak to, there'll be a little map to follow, something like that. They'll take you from place to place. Sometimes you'll have to wear certain clothes, sometimes you'll have to do emotes and things like that, so you'll have to laugh wearing this type of hat, holding this type of weapon or something like that. Then do that for a number of times, and eventually you'll get like a little casket at the end, and which will have some treasure in it. So we'll have to build up a cache of clue scrolls, and then do a load all in one go. I think that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to keep working, keep saving them up, and yeah, see if we can do a load of treasure trails and see what we get out of it. That'll be exciting. Might get some good reward. Might not. Probably not. I don't have much luck when it comes to games and luck-based things, so so it'll probably be a disaster. But hey, we'll give it a go anyway. What are we up to now? Level 43. Look at that. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? And eating candy and peanuts. Okay. Hi Foxbox, welcome to the stream. This account is, yes. I've only been playing this account for a week or two. I've only done a couple of videos with it. Personally, I have played RuneScape for quite a while. It was about 2008 I first started playing RuneScape. But the last sort of couple of years I haven't really done a lot with RuneScape. It's just been one of those things that I've dropped in for 5 minutes and then gone off again. So I decided to, when I set up all my channel and everything like that, I decided I was going to start from scratch. So yes, that's why all my levels are still extremely low. But I'm actually enjoying being right back at the beginning again. And taking it step by step. It may not be sort of the best in terms of efficiency and leveling and things like that. I never was to begin with. So I'm just trying to do things simply and just enjoy being a new player again. Yes, definitely a love-hate relationship with the game, and definitely a lot of hours that needs to go in to get all my levels back up. Particularly not looking forward to divination. That is going to be one. That is definitely one of the grinds. Also, I was never that great at combat either, so I'm hoping maybe this time round I may be able to learn a little bit of efficiency and things like that, so may get into a little bit of bossing later on, and maybe do better than I did on my first account. Let's go with that. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of hours going back into this again. Start with the blasphemy divination. No, I know there are a lot of people that love the skill. I know there's a lot of people that hate it. For me, it was one of those that it was just slow. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was just click, click, throw everything into the hole. So there are worse skills out there. I'm sure for a lot of people. For me, combat is the worst skill ever. Because I die a lot. Hence why I do not have like a hardcore Iron Man account or anything like that. I probably wouldn't have survived this long if I did. So. Oh, congratulations, Fox. Hit 99 pro last night. Well done. And has just got level 90 for smithing as well. Well done. I hope you're enjoying the bonus XP you're getting then through the game. So congratulations, well done. Some good levels there. Have you got many more other skills you want to get to, any certain goals at all? Yeah, the higher levels are very, very slow to do. This is what Fox is finding out, that I was explaining earlier, that the higher the level you get to, the longer it's going to take for you to actually get any form of levels. 99 pro was his goal. Everything else is just icing on the cake. I like that. I like that. Well, well done on getting 99 prayer. I hope you're loving the cape. And yeah, so anything else you can get on top of that, fantastic. Well done. For me, I'm currently just going on for level 50 on as many skills as I can at the moment. So I'm just going to take advantage of the bonus XP on the lower levels. Oh, Fox also got the pet for prayer and the pet for summoning as well. Pets we haven't got into much actually on here. So each skill, you have a chance of earning a pet, and that is very much based on luck for a lot of people. I know people that get them very, very quickly, and some people it takes quite a long time to get. So I know a lot of people have the achievement of trying to get their pets before getting level 99. But I've also known some people that have been way past level 120 that still haven't got their pets. So pets are just as much of an achievement as getting sort of like 99 capes and 120 capes. So well done on your 2 pets, Fox. Yeah, the prayer pet is quite a rare one. I'm not. Yes, because it is so expensive to do. Yes. So obviously, unless you're doing massive amounts of Slayer on combat, you do tend to have to buy bones to put on prayer tables and level up that way, which is a very, very expensive skill to do. So a lot of people don't necessarily train it a lot. So to get the pet on top of the 99 as well, that's quite an achievement. So well done, Fox. Well done. Haven't got any pets yet on this. Haven't been lucky enough to get any at this low level. I would have been very, very surprised if I got any already. So there we go. We are at level 45. So now we can start on the maple trees. There we go. We've unlocked the maple tree. There we go. Excuse me. Ooh, that's not where I want to be. I want to be in here. Come on. So Fox is just explaining in the chat, he hasn't yet got his 15-year vet cape, even though he started way back at the start of RuneScape 2. Yeah, so before a lot of the skills were released, actually, the newer skills anyway. Well, I call them newer skills, but I think it started off wasn't it? So at one stage was only like 15 skills or something like that. I don't know. I might be getting my history wrong here. But yeah, there's a lot of people that have played for quite a long time. So maybe we switched accounts and things like that. So 140 days left. Oh, I wonder if that's because they weren't introduced until a little bit later. If there's a discrepancy between actually starting or not, I don't know. I'm not entirely certain on that one. But 140 days, it's only half a year. We've not got that long to go. And then you can at least have that very, very special 15-year cape. So I hope that time passes quickly for you. Very well deserved for being in the game that long. Well done. Okay, so we're now going to go... we're actually going to leave this starting area. Most of the things we've done have all been free-to-play based, although I'm still on a members world. We've kept everything fairly well free-to-play. So what I am going to do is we're going to teleport up to Taverley here, and then we're going to make our way out of the area. I think taking breaks from the game, Fox, I think sometimes is a good thing. I personally have had to take breaks for varying different reasons. So yeah, if it's something it's a break that you need, rather take a break than burn out. So we're going to make our way up this mountain. I don't actually know if we'll come to the right area. Yes, there is. We're going to mine these walls so it could kill me. Okay, so this is White Wolf Mountain, which is one of the big bridges between free-to-play and members areas. And this is why I don't do combat, because I die very, very quickly, and there's some more down here. Ah! Run! I would try and fight them, but I don't think I'm going to survive. They're a lot higher level than I am. Anyway, okay, so we've come into this first part of the members area. This is Catherby. If you want to do fishing training, particularly mid to high level, probably more mid-level fishing training, Catherby is the place to be. I'm going to activate the lodestone here so that we've got access straight into here, so we need to come back later on. But if we just continue travelling west, we're going to come across some maple trees. And this is where we're going to sit for the next 5 levels. I'm going to get to level 50. There we go, these are these beautiful maple trees. This one here that's frozen, this is one of the crystal trees. This is extremely high level. We're not going to get there today. But they just look amazing. Excuse me. So yeah, so we're going to sit here for 5 levels. I'm just going to have a quick check roughly what it's going to take. So for us at the moment, it's gonna take 394 logs. So with double XP, that's going to be just short of 200, 197 logs. Now I should technically be using a different hatchet. Don't know if it's available in any shops. Only in the Champions Guild. I can only get it in the Champions Guild, which I am not part of yet. But hopefully one day. But as we're only going to go for 5 levels, I'm just going to stick with the adamant hatchet, and then when we come back and do some more further down the line, then obviously I'll look into getting a hatchet. I'll probably get it off the Grand Exchange just so that I can start working straight away with it. So I hope everyone is having a good DXP. The event has actually been going for 24 hours now, officially. Because it started yesterday. It'll run until, I think it's the 16th. But this is the new format of doing double XP. And I think probably one of the better ways of doing it. So DXP used to be held Friday to Monday over one weekend. And it caused a lot of players either to miss it because of other commitments, work or family or things like that, or away events, whatever. It caused players to burn out and sit at the game from the start until the end without taking that many breaks. And so the balance was struck that, and it was tried in different ways. It was first of all tried that they had the countdown. I remember there was a version that had a countdown of you started off with 3 times XP, and then after sort of like an hour that went down, and then after another hour or 2 that went down again, and things like that. Then it transferred to the weekends, or just to the static double XP, and then they moved on to this 10-day event that allows you to come into the game whenever you want over those 10 days and work on your 48 hours of double XP, however you want. At the top here, you can actually see on my countdown timer, there is a pause button. You can actually pause your experience time. So if you wanted to go off and do some quests and things like that, you could pause your double XP so that the timer wasn't running down, but you can still be in game, still do things, and not waste that any of that 48 hours. And I think this is quite good actually, because it allows people to log on and log off as and when they want to. It doesn't commit you to one particular weekend, generally over a mix of 10 days, you can often find time to play. I know there are still times when people aren't going to be available, but this opens it up for many more people than just having it set on one particular weekend. So I hope people are going to find time over these next few days to get to enjoy the double XP. And I hope you get any goals that you're aiming for. I hope you manage to get them. Get in touch with me on social media. Let me know what goals you've got. Send me screenshots. Show me your pets. If like Fox earlier, you've got some skill pets. Let me know. I'd love to see it. There we go. Everything froze for a second. I got concerned. Okay, that's better. Okay. You can see the HP gathering is going to be much lower for these trees. But we will get there. Ooh, dee dee doo. Nearly 2 hours already. Where has the time gone? Well, thank you very much, everyone that has been following. Anyway, I appreciate this. Being a first stream, this is it is nice to know that people are checking in and saying hello. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's dropped in over the last 2 hours. I'm going to be going until level 50 of woodcutting. I'm then going to be taking a break so that I can get away from the computer screen for a little while, but then be back. So I'll probably be off for about an hour and then come back again. I'll find out how long this takes first, because I'm thinking this is going to take sort of at least another half an hour, 40 minutes anyway. And then I will be dropping back in later on, and we're gonna make a start on mining and getting some of the resources ready for then taking on smithing. Obviously from the woodcutting skill we can go straight into fire making afterwards, and then we'll also be looking at fishing as well, which will probably take place this evening. We'll do a separate stream for each skill. So once we're at level 50 here, I'll then come off a little bit, and then we'll start on mining, and then later on fishing. So yeah, just a massive thank you from me, everybody that's commented on my stream. I appreciate it so much. I really, really do. And the Immortal guys who came in and did the raid early on, that was a great surprise. And you guys were very, 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 very positive about everything that was going on. So yeah, everyone that's taken part, I hope you're enjoying watching this, taking on these lower levels all over again. I don't class myself as any form of expert in RuneScape at all. I may have been playing for a number of years, but to be honest, I probably know about as much as a new person. That's when they've started. So this is sort of where I'm comfortable at being a newbie still, and taking on the RuneScape world with fresh eyes. Okay. Now the 10 logs will have this level. This is the hardest part about gaining levels. You do have to sit here and put in the clicks, put in the work. I say put in the clicks at the moment, I'm just letting my character get on with it. Woodcutting is what you probably class as an AFK skill. So for anybody who doesn't know keyboard gaming lingo, AFK is away from keyboard. So this is a skill that you can do. Click on your tree, let it chop. Carry on typing up, school essays, or do your other homework at the same time, or get on with work emails or things like that. You can be doing something else at the same time and just allow your character to hack away at trees as and when it needs to. Excuse me. So this is a great skill that you can just click it and leave it. there are the more click-intensive skills, which we'll come on to. Mining is partially click-intensive, partially not, and I'll explain that in the next stream. Combat can be click-heavy if you're using hotkeys for all the abilities. Agility is very click heavy because of running laps of circuits and things like that. So there's a lot of variety in the skills as to which ones you do, which ones you can't do sort of whilst doing your other work at the same time. This one I like because you can you can do other things at the same time. Ooh, excuse me, got something in my eye. Oh dear. Okay, another inventory down. I was hoping for some spooky music, but it's not going to allow me. Okay, right. This is the boring bit, isn't it? Ah, well. At least we're not having to sit outside with an axe and chop up all the wood that we have in the back garden. I know some people do. If you've got like, oh, excuse me, indoor fires and things like that. So. Okay, well, I hope everyone that's watching is all well today. Don't forget, guys, if you are playing games for any length of time, do go outside and get some breaks. Make sure you keep hydrated, very important, and give your eyes some time away from the screen. But then don't come off the computer and then go straight onto your phone. That kind of defeats the object. But yeah, it is important to make sure you're taking breaks when doing long periods of gaming. I don't often get to sit down and do sort of 2 hours straight like I have done today. This is probably the longest I've sat down at a game for a little while. And so I know I'm definitely needing a break in a little while. We've got just 2 and a bit levels to go, and yeah, I will shut the stream down for a little while. Have a bit of a rest. Have some food. Definitely need food. Otherwise, anytime I'm on the stream, I'm just going to hear my stomach grumbling at me. I'll switch up my my snack supplies. We'll go in for mixed fruit bowl next time, I think, rather than the candies and pretzels I've got at the moment. Switch it up and be a little bit more healthy. But yeah, just make sure you're giving your eyes time away from screens. It's always important to do that. Because we do spend a lot of time in front of screens these days. Especially at the moment where a lot more people are working from home or are doing school at home and things like that. So screen time has increased a lot for a lot of people this year. So please make sure you take some time for yourself and look after yourself. We don't want you making yourselves ill just for a game. That's not what gaming is all about. Gaming is for enjoyment. So please look after yourselves. I think that's an important thing there. This year especially. This year's been tough for a lot of people for one thing or another. So please do look after yourselves. If you need any help, then just reach out. Whether it's to me, whether it's to someone else, someone you know. If you think things are getting difficult, then please do just reach out. It takes a lot, but it's nice to know people are around you. And I hope that's the same for all of you. So we're now down to suddenly getting an accent here. Now down to our final 2 levels Level 48 now. And probably another 3 inventories, I think. Oh, excuse me. Keep that inventory nice and tidy in the bank there. Oh, yep, there's my trees gone. There it is. Must admit, it's nice to see on DXP weekends and DXP events. It's nice to see all the different usernames that pop up, and how inventive people are with the usernames. Ooh dear, excuse me. I am awake on this. Yeah, there's some very creative usernames out there. We've just had BBC UK has cropped up. A Metalhead is 120 Slayer. Jorah. Belth Hazard. Arneal. Yeah, so there's lots of different skills. People that are getting either level 99s, 120s, 2 million XPs. We celebrate it all. Oh, suddenly started dawning. That's not a good sign. It's really not a good sign. Definitely needing a break soon. Drop faster. My character to work harder. Probably doesn't help that I'm using the wrong hatchet either. But hey, never mind. 2 levels to go. That's all that matters. 2 levels to go. Sorry, just slightly distracted by somebody outside my house. It looks like he's about to drive into my front door. Oh no, he's decided not to. Okay, good. When you see a car reversing up sort of right by your window and door, it's little unnerving. Hunted has just received Chamonix, the summoning pet drop. See, this is what DXP is all about. Pet drops all over the place. So, and as we said earlier, pets are just as much of an achievement as getting a 99 cape or 120 cape, anything like that. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a pet. I doubt it, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice. On top of everything, to get a pet as well, that would be an achievement. Cool. Well, everything seems to be running well on Twitch at the moment, so I am very, very happy with that. So, and I think, oh, by the looks of it, I've got a couple of achievements as well on Twitch. That's very exciting. Okay, we'll have to look into those later. Didn't realise you can get achievements on Twitch as well. See, learning, always learning. Oh, do excuse me. I'm very sorry. I've suddenly started yawning. Suddenly started getting tired. This concentrating I'm having to do. What is going on outside my window? This is very bizarre. I've got loads of cars just suddenly turning up outside my window. Get very distracting. Maybe they want to come play Runescape. Shall I ask? Come on, Muncher. Oh, I think somebody's been towed. I think that's what's happening here. Oh dear. Suddenly had to get towed home. Right, nearly through to our final level. Nearly there, nearly there. Another 6 logs. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. 2 more. One more. Oh, in case you keep seeing me flicking something in front of the screen, you'll find it's actually this. This is it looks like a scary implement, but it's actually a little tool that you use for diamond painting, which is like the little crystals you put to build up a picture. Use this to sort of make all your lines nice and straight. But yeah, I tend to fiddle with things when I'm concentrating. It just takes a little bit of energy out of me, which is good. So yeah, so if you see something flicking about, then I apologise. This is what it is. It's nothing. It's nothing scary. It's just a bit of plastic. So I tend to sort of either bite on it or just flick in my hand, or it'll scratch part of me or something like that. That's all it is. Yeah, just a bit of plastic. It's a strange thing. Probably use it as a paint scraper. Tiny one. I don't know. I'm just sitting here fiddling with it. Right, into the final level now. Now, 200 XP a log. This shouldn't take too long, but it'll take as long as it needs to. Okay. So, what do you think? One more inventory? One and a bit, maybe? I apologise for the screaming that's outside at the moment. It's either people that haven't seen each other for a while, or I'm not sure what's going on outside, but I apologise for the random screaming going on behind me. Yo, be quiet, doing a live stream. They can't see me anyway, we've got curtains up so they can't see me. I unfortunately don't have the luxury of like a little bunker to have as my computer studio. I'm just in my house, in my little flat, and at the perils of everyone else, I'm afraid. Whole lot of crazy going on out here. I live near a bunch of very strange people. One of which has just decided to throw herself on the front of the car. So I will let you decide of that what you will. I feel sorry for the poor guy that's working on the car because he looks like he's just walked into a completely different world. Oh, it's passing the time, let's put it that way. Watching the chaos outside. Ah, dear. Well, I can safely say this stream has been nothing but eventful in one way or another. So, I wonder if this is how all streams go. Are all streams eventful for most people, or are they could be fairly quiet? I'm hoping they're always eventful. Keeps things going then, doesn't it? Right, is this tree going to grow back? There's a whole bunch of crazy outside. I ain't getting involved. So, let's get to our last 12 logs to do, 13 logs to do. I don't know how much of this you guys are picking up through my mic or not. If you are, I apologise. I can't soundproof the outside world, I'm afraid. I'd love to. Oh dear. Alrighty, we're at to the 9. This tree's being really good to me at the moment. I like this tree. Shame I'm cutting it down, but okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bank these bits quickly. And then the last few will go into one inventory then. Don't have to worry too much. I think the chaos is all calming down outside, which is quite nice. Just as I come to the end of everything. And there we have it, level 50 in woodcutting. Excellent, right. Let's go and bank all this off. put this all into here. Cool, there we go. Right, that's it for the time being, guys. We have got to level 50 of woodcutting. Woo! Okay, I am now going to take a break. So I'm hoping to be back on roundabout in an hour's time. So UK time, that's going to be around about 2:30. So thank you very much for joining me on my first stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody who's commented, who's dropped a follow, came into the raid, everything you guys have done to interact. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. So for now, that's going to be me, and hopefully I will join you on the next stream. So thank you, take care, and see you soon.